What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? We had I don't know what just happened there. That was a little weird. But we're back right now. We got a lot of stuff to cover. So technical difficulties or not, we are gonna cover everything going on. Hope you guys are having a great day. Today, we're gonna talk about a couple of things going on with crypto ETFs first. Big news here, Bitcoin, Ethereum, some things with regulators that are happening. After that, I wanna touch on what's going on with institutions. People are not talking about this at all, but it's going to mean long-term that we're gonna see Bitcoin, crypto, the entire market really take a massive ride upwards. We're going to see trillions of dollars, not billions, but trillions of dollars start to pour into crypto because of this announcement that we just heard with institutions and hedge funds in particular. After that, we're going to talk about altcoins, Bitcoin mining, and something very surprising about Coinbase. You guys know the deal. Don't want to just sit here and lecture. Make sure to always use the chat. Join me every single time we do talk about what is going on in crypto, in tech news, between new phones coming out, between a wooden satellite to crypto. We cover everything on this channel, so please be sure to like the video, subscribe, and make sure to join us every single live stream, because we're not just going to sit here and lecture and talk. You guys are my friends. We're just going to talk about what's going on. You let me know what's going on. You let me know your thoughts, and we just talk about it. So anyways, let's get right into that. To start off, we're going to start off with what's going on with just a brief recap on the crypto market. So earlier today, the entire crypto market is down. We're seeing the market down about 8.34%. Not the best, but a lot of this has to do with what's going on with the things with the ETFs, with regulators, and even whales and whale accounts manipulating the market. We're seeing Bitcoin down about 4.26%, Ethereum down 6.17%. We're seeing Binance Coin down 4%, Cardano. Everything is in the red, no matter what we're looking at, until we start getting to a couple of the big altcoins that were listed on Coinbase. For example, AMP was listed on Coinbase the other day. I don't know if you guys saw that. So AMP was listed. We also saw Shiba Inu listed on Coinbase. Polkadot was listed as well. So a lot of stuff was going on Coinbase, but even with that, we still had some major news that is not so great. And that actually brings us into what's going on with the SEC. The SEC came out the other day and actually delayed. They said that they're going to delay again the Van Eck Bitcoin ETF decision. This is like a decision that they just keep banning. It seems like every single time someone wants to have a Bitcoin or Ethereum ETF in the US, they're like, nah, we don't think it should happen just yet. We can't control what's going on with Bitcoin and Ethereum. There's no way for us to actually control the market or regulate it. We don't want to be a part of it. It's just like typical regulators in the US. They don't have control. There's no way to control it. So that's the main reason why. According to the president, one of the presidents of the ETF store, he told CoinDesk that in rejecting numerous Bitcoin ETF applications, the SEC has continually stated concerns over fraud and manipulation in the underlying Bitcoin spot market. The SEC is worried they don't have proper surveillance over crypto exchanges and therefore can't ensure adequate investor protections are in place. This is exactly the reason why crypto is created. People are saying, SEC is worried they can't regulate crypto, so they're not going to pass Bitcoin or Ethereum ETFs right now. They're not going to approve them. They don't understand that the whole reason that Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Dogecoin, all of these were created to be decentralized, to not have the big people, to not have governments, not have any sort of centralized bank or centralized organization managing the crypto, scrutinizing it and looking at it. That's the whole point of this. So this doesn't make any sense. How long is the SEC going to be able to just keep pushing off these decisions? I don't know. What do you think? It just doesn't make any sense. It goes directly against crypto. The whole reason that they are worried about approving a Bitcoin or Ethereum ETF is because of the underlying factors of Bitcoin. They're worried about Bitcoin and Ethereum because of the fact that they can't control it. That's why they're not approving it. So eventually they'll have to approve a Bitcoin and an Ethereum ETF with enough with enough demand from institutional investors, from retail investors. We're already seeing this. But at this point, they are just trying to stay as far away as they can from Bitcoin and Ethereum because they're like, look, we just can't control this. So what they did is they extended the decision even further. This is the second time they've extended the review period. And you guys can see right here, this is the official documentation, June 16th, 2021. In this document, it explains how right now they delayed decision the first time on April 28th, 2021. They delayed that. It was originally supposed to already have taken place, but they delayed it. They said, look, we're not ready. Approving a Bitcoin Ethereum ETF, a little too risky. It might encourage illicit activities, illegal activities. It might encourage market manipulation, and there's no way to regulate that. Now what they did is this is the second time they have delayed this, and really all they're doing, in my opinion, all that I think, is that they are making this that a lot of institutions are going to be looking elsewhere in other countries to invest in Bitcoin, Ethereum ETFs. For example, I don't know if you guys have seen, but actually Canada the other day has already had multiple ETFs approved for Bitcoin, Ethereum. Canada has approved these back in, I believe, April of 2021. They have 3 or 4 Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs already approved. They have the Purpose Investments Bitcoin ETF, the CI Global Asset Management ETF, and they also have the Evolve ETF. So all of these are Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs that they have already approved. Bitcoin has, 3 Ethereum ETFs that they approved back in April. They already have a couple of Bitcoin ETFs. So all this is going to do, in my opinion, is make institutions just want to go over and invest their money elsewhere, not keep it in the U.S. and U.S. companies. They're going to want to invest it in the Canadian stock market, Toronto Stock Exchange. Also look at other ways of just getting exposure to Bitcoin and Ethereum. So I don't know, but it just doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense in my mind. They should just go ahead and approve these because we know they're going to do it at some point. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of when is it going to happen? When are they finally going to realize that, look, they can't have their hand in everything. They can't just control what's going on. It's impossible. There's no central organization that can control Bitcoin and Ethereum, so they're just going to have to get over it. Just going to have to get over it and say, look, people want this. Just let everyone invest in what they want to. Everyone knows that there's risk to investing in Bitcoin. Everyone knows there's risk to investing in Ethereum. And just let it be already. Let it be. That's what I think. It's ridiculous. But anyways, that's what's going on with institutions. They are trying to, push back that Bitcoin ETF decision again. It's like getting to be old news, getting just to be annoying that they're canceling the decision over and over again. I don't know if you guys saw, but a major announcement came out from hedge funds the other day. And this is really good for anyone invested in crypto because what it shows us is that you, me, we are in crypto very early. Everyone always says this, but this is just proof that we are in crypto very, very early in terms of the big money players and actual gains that we're going to see. Yes, people have become millionaires or even billionaires from investing in Ethereum and Bitcoin, but a lot of the money is going to start coming into some of these smaller altcoins, and that's where we're going to really start to see even more people make significant profits. So what just happened the other day is that hedge funds came out and said that, look, moving forward, this was done in a study of about 100 different hedge fund managers. They said, look, moving forward, hedge funds are expected to have about 7% of their assets allocated to crypto by the year 2026, so within the next 5 years. And this is really important because this shows us right now institutions barely have any exposure to Bitcoin. Yes, we see some of the companies that are the most innovative, let's say like Tesla or Square or a couple other tech firms that have exposure to Bitcoin, but many hedge funds, many traditional Fortune 500 companies don't have exposure to Bitcoin or Ethereum yet. Maybe they invest in Coinbase, but most of them don't. And this is important for us because right now we are seeing the crypto market only at a 1.58 $1.58 trillion market cap. And this is really not a lot of money in the big scheme of things. For example, there are companies that are worth more than this. If we look at like some of the biggest companies in the world, let's say like Apple and Amazon, they could be worth more than the entire crypto market. So what this means is this survey, which was 100 different top hedge fund managers, they said that over the next couple of years, they're expecting on average to have their assets allocated about 7% into Bitcoin. And this is going to mean not just billions of dollars, but hundreds of billions, even trillions of dollars will be allocated into Bitcoin long term. That's what it means. Because right now, for example, I don't know if you guys have heard of Cathie Wood, ARK Invest. You probably have. But Cathie Wood, she is the CEO of ARK Invest. And essentially, she had come out earlier in the year and spoken about Bitcoin. She said Bitcoin is going to hit $500,000 per coin. We did a video on this a while ago, back in October. October of 2020 was the first time we spoke about that. And Cathie Wood said, look, Bitcoin is going to go to $500,000 per coin because institutions are going to allocate single digits of their balance sheets. So she's not talking just about hedge funds. What she's talking about is all institutions. So let's say Coca-Cola, Procter & Gamble, Twitter, Apple, Amazon, all companies are going to start to allocate single digits of their balance sheet into crypto because a lot of them are going to start to accept crypto. A lot of them are going to be invested in it. And that is why she sees it going so high. But if we're seeing now that hedge fund managers are saying, we think it's going to be more than just 2 or 3%, we're expecting about 7% of our portfolios to be allocated to crypto. Well, that's a really big deal. That's a really important thing to keep an eye out on, because if we see this play out sooner than anticipated, that's when we're going to start to see a spike in Bitcoin, a spike in Ethereum, and just a spike all across the board in the entire crypto market. Yes, we saw Bitcoin surpass $40,000 per coin just the other day, which was a good sign. We stayed above it for about a day or 2 days. We've dropped a little bit below it now, but it's nice to see that Bitcoin, after the massive drop off earlier in 2021 from about $65,000 down to $30,000 per coin, after we saw that drop off, that now institutions are still saying, look, we're very bullish on this. Hedge fund managers are saying that we're actually planning on allocating more money than originally anticipated into this. We could already see that the largest hedge fund, the largest fund for digital asset management, Grayscale Bitcoin ETF, has added about $3 billion worth of Bitcoin this year. And the Ethereum Grayscale Ethereum Trust Fund has saw about $550 million in total flows as well. So we're already seeing the trend start to take hold. Bitcoin, Ethereum, the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, Grayscale Ethereum Trust are seeing massive inflows of capital. That's one of the main places right now where institutions can put their money. That's where they can say, look, we want to invest in crypto. We can't invest directly into Bitcoin or directly into Ethereum because of some regulatory issues, but we can get exposure by investing in these trusts. So we're already seeing this take place. For example, ARK Invest has hundreds of millions of dollars in Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. And this is just going to be a trend that, according to the top hedge fund managers, they're saying it's going to happen long term. And I agree. I think this is something that is going to be a great move for crypto. This is going to be a great move long term for hedge funds. And this is going to be really especially great for us, because it's going to be a way that retail investors like you, like me, like all of your friends who invest in crypto, it's going to be a way that all of us can make a lot of money, because right now we're seeing that hedge funds don't have a lot of money put into Bitcoin, put into Ethereum. And once they do actually start doing that, that's going to be when we're going to see a lot of money being made. So what I do is I don't try and buy and sell and time the market for crypto. Most of the time, all I do is I say, look, I have more money I want to invest. I'm going to allocate more money into Bitcoin, more money into Ethereum, more money into Cardano. That's the way I look at it. I don't know if you guys try and time the market, but let me know. Do you guys try to time the market, try and buy the dips? Me personally, massive red days. Those are days where I say, look, I'm going to buy more because I believe in this long term. If it's down 10% a day like today, great time to buy. Especially for me, it's like Cardano, Bitcoin, Ethereum. Those are my top 3 holdings. Those are what I like in particular. I like the energy efficiency aspect of Cardano. I like ETH 2.0. And between smart contracts, NFTs, and decentralized finance, I think a lot of these projects have major, major potential down the road. If you guys are new here, we are going live. We're going to go live most days, so please be sure to tune in every day we do go live. It helps me out a lot, and please be sure to like the stream. Helps get this out to more people, so if you have not already liked it, let me know if when you do. It really helps me out a lot. But next topic on the list for today is something that's pretty interesting. Right now we're at about, first of all, 39 likes. 10 likes. Let's see if we can get this to 50 likes. I know we can do it. If you're invested in crypto, you might as well like the video because it helps tell more people what's going on in the crypto space. But anyways, right now, big announcement from the day. This was the big news, the positive news from today. And this positive news is that right now, we saw Coinbase Pro add a bunch of different coins to their platform. Coinbase Pro has been on a roll over the last 48 hours. They added Shiba Inu token. They added CHZ. They added Keep. They added Polkadot. They added Gitcoin, Enzyme token, AMP, and Internet Computer. They added all of these and are making them available for trading. And what does this mean? Well, first of all, the easiest and most simple thing that this means is that, look, you can go ahead and buy Shiba Inu token. You can go ahead and buy Internet Computer. You can buy AMP or Polkadot, all from Coinbase. Polkadot's one of my favorite platforms out there. Very similar in a couple of aspects to Polygon. I like it. Now being on Coinbase, it just makes it so millions, tens of millions of more people have access to be able to buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, crypto, and just all of these other smaller altcoins. Thank you for the comments, everyone in the show. I'm glad you guys liked it. Let me know what you guys think of this, though, with Shiba Inu, Gitcoin, AMP, and Internet Computer. But the way that I see it is that right now, Coinbase has a lot of control over the crypto market. Most people, they look at Coinbase and they say, oh, they have high fees. That's what institutions say. They say Coinbase has high fees and they might struggle down the road. But the way that I see it is Coinbase is my go-to platform for crypto. I have it on my phone. It's the platform I use the most for trading crypto. I don't have Coinbase Pro. I just use the regular Coinbase app on my phone. And even though there's fees, I've used Coinbase for years. I've had it since 2017, before that bull run, and it's been something I really enjoy just because it's simple. The interface is very, very easy to use. Like the UI is very easy, very simple to understand. I personally like it. But the thing is with all of that, with them being the first crypto exchange to go public on the US stock market, with them having, a great design and being one of the first crypto exchanges that's widespread, a lot of people use. The thing with that is that now they have a big responsibility to make it so people can actually buy and sell coins that they want to buy. Because that's the whole point of crypto in general. The way that I see it, the way that I see crypto is that you should be able to buy and sell any coins you want. It doesn't matter what it is. If you want to buy a meme coin that has no value to it other than the fact that the community is strong, you should be able to do that. If you want to be able to buy Ethereum or Cardano, you should be able to do that, in my mind, because that's the whole reason why crypto was created in the first place. Crypto was created to be decentralized, to make it so institutions and centralized organizations don't have as much power over what's going on. That's the whole point. It's supposed to be decentralized. So in my mind, Coinbase has like a responsibility to add coins when people want to buy and sell them. And they're actually doing this because we are seeing Polkadot, which is surprising that they didn't add it sooner, was just added. You could see on their Coinbase Pro Twitter, they said our .btc, GBP, and .USDT are all ready to go. This was earlier on June 16th, 2021. So in my mind, they have a responsibility to add all these coins that people want to invest in. Whether it's Shiba Inu, whether it's Dogecoin, whether it's Internet Computer, I like what they're doing. I really like the company, Coinbase. I've used it forever. I invest in their stock, and I like the move they're doing, getting Shiba Inu, whether you like it or you don't like it. The important thing with this is that Shiba Inu is a very new coin. It only was only created within the last 12 months. Within the last 12 months, it's grown exponentially. It's been able to go from 0 followers on Twitter all the way up to 628,000. Talked about that earlier in like a previous video, but obviously there's demand for it. People want to be a part of it, and whether you like it or not, You should be able to buy and sell any crypto you want to buy and sell. So that's what I think. I think this is a great move by Coinbase. And a lot of the times what we see happen is something called the Coinbase effect. So what typically happens is when a coin is listed on Coinbase, what we usually see is that it'll have something called the Coinbase effect, which means on average, any token that's listed on Coinbase will have a 91% increase over 5 days. Here it is right here. So Coinbase effect, according to Mercari, they've done research showing that on average, we'll see about a 91% increase in token price within the 5 days after being listed. Yeah, we didn't see it happen with Dogecoin. Yeah, we don't always see it happen. But on average, this shows that Coinbase definitely has a major influence on the market. Coinbase effect, like it's just the theory that being listed on Coinbase is going to cause your token's price to increase. We've seen over the past. If you look at this chart right here, over the past, we've seen 645% for one token. 492% increase for others. Some have been in the negative, but for the most part, we see them increase on average. So in my mind, as we see more and more coins be listed on Coinbase, it's going to have less of an impact because, like right now, the problem is people. Coinbase is starting to get more coins, which is great, but as they start to get more coins, people are already going to be invested in what they want, and we're not going to see as much inflow of capital going into some of these newer coins. Like Shiba Inu right now has not officially been listed on Coinbase yet, but it will be. They've already said it will be listed. There's experiencing some delays, so it will happen, but I think Coinbase is doing a great job. I really like them, and I like how they are listing coins that people care about because that's their job. Like they're an exchange. They should make it so people can buy and sell whatever they want. Doesn't matter if you like it, you don't like it, whatever. So yeah, Joseph, Shiba Inu will be available on Coinbase very soon. Make sure to look into it. Let me know what you guys think of Shiba Inu. I talked about it earlier, but let me know what you think about it. I've done my research. I've looked into it. It's labeled the Dogecoin killer. Shiba Inu is labeled the Dogecoin killer, so it has a lot of similarities to Dogecoin. It's piggybacked off of Dogecoin in the sense that Dogecoin's mascot, for example, is the Shiba Inu dog. So the reason that Shiba Inu was named that, the coin Shiba Inu was named that, was to benefit from the marketing, the SEO, which stands for search engine optimization. It was able to take all of those advantages and use them to grow something from nothing to a major crypto, number 30 in the entire crypto world very quickly. Like if we see Shiba Inu right now is it's number 31, but still it's been able to do this in probably the fastest period of time ever. Out of most coins, it's been able to grow exponentially because it's piggybacked off of Dogecoin, and it's just had great marketing and a great community behind it. Yeah. Moving on, I don't know if you guys have heard, but there's been a lot of drama going on in China with Bitcoin and Bitcoin miners. And the thing that I found very interesting is that now a lot of these people who are getting banned, getting kicked out of China are looking towards Texas. It feels like everyone is going to Texas recently. Texas, Arizona. It feels like people are just leaving California to go to Texas. People are leaving New York to go to Texas. Texas, has a lot of great opportunities there in terms of tax benefits, in terms of a couple of things with sustainable energy, sustainable resources. And it seems like this is becoming the hub of not just the crypto world, not just the tech world, but just everything. People are going to Texas. So essentially what's been going on with Bitcoin is in China right now, Bitcoin has been experiencing a lot of issues with regulations on Bitcoin miners, crypto miners in general. A couple months back, we did a video talking about Bitcoin in Inner Mongolia. The Chinese government, they outright banned Bitcoin mining in Inner Mongolia because what happened is in Inner Mongolia, they didn't meet a certain number of regulatory requirements and guidelines that were set earlier in the year. You can see right here. It says, after failing to meet Beijing's climate targets, province leaders decide to give Bitcoin miners 2 months to clear out banning crypto mining in general from that entire region. And that was a big deal because Inner Mongolia made up a significant portion of Bitcoin mining and crypto mining in the entire world. It made up a really large portion of it. So now with that being canceled, not canceled, but now with it being banned there, people have to look elsewhere. These companies that mine Bitcoin, people who mine Bitcoin, they're not just going to stop. They're going to look to say, where's the next place where we can go? Where is it cheaper to mine? Where is it legal to mine Bitcoin? Where can we go to do it? So now a lot of people are looking towards Texas, because what's going on in Texas is that even though we had some of the blackouts in winter of 2020 and in January of 2021, we had a lot of blackouts in Texas. The thing to keep in mind is that Texas is a place where we see some of the world's lowest energy prices, and its share of renewable energy sources has grown dramatically over the last 2 years. We saw over 20% of its power come from wind back in 2019. We're seeing Tesla make some major moves in Texas as well in terms of energy storage, solar power, and a lot of that. So that is something that people are really looking at. And the thing to keep in mind is Bitcoin mining, the main thing that separates you from someone else in Bitcoin mining is going to be how much you pay in terms of energy consumption. Can you spend less money on energy? And if you can, well, then you could make a little more money than your competitors, because Bitcoin mining is such a low margin industry. Really, the only variable cost, the only way to make more of a profit is to pay less and find a cheaper energy source. So that's what people are doing. They're realizing Texas is a great place to do it. In addition to this, a lot of regulators have been concerned about Bitcoin. Even Elon Musk has been concerned about Bitcoin and the energy consumption. So what we're seeing now is that by people moving to Texas, it's going to solve two of these issues. It's going to solve the issue that people have right now with Bitcoin consuming a lot of energy, and it's also going to solve the issue of Bitcoin being outlawed in some place, like Bitcoin mining being outlawed and banned in some countries, some areas, some regions around the world. Because when people start moving to Texas, if they use more renewable energy sources like wind energy, well, it's going to make Bitcoin have a much higher ratio of renewable resources being used to actually mine it. And for example, Elon Musk had come out and said previously that Tesla would go back to using Bitcoin as soon as Bitcoin saw about a 50% of its energy consumption coming from renewable energy resources. So that could be wind, that could be solar, that could be battery. Any of those would be viable, acceptable options. I'm actually moving to Texas as well. I'm actually going to be moving to Texas as well. So not for Bitcoin mining, but some for tax reasons, some for personal reasons. So we'll see what happens, but I'm moving to Texas. Bitcoin's going, Bitcoin miners are moving to Texas. We're just seeing a whole inflow of people go into Texas because there's a lot of benefits in terms of cost of living, in terms of taxes, obviously, which I didn't even know was with energy consumption and energy resources being more renewable in Texas. So a lot of things to like. Even one of the security engineers at Gemini, which is a crypto exchange, he said you are going to see this happen. You're going to see a dramatic shift happen over the next couple months. It's going to be significant. And because Bitcoin mining is being outlawed elsewhere, we're going to see them start popping up and more Bitcoin mined in cheaper areas around the world. Because you don't have to be in one location. If you have the computers, you have the equipment, you can go anywhere. So interesting to see what happens there. Colorado too, Texas, a lot of those. Nicolo, Texas is the best. It is the best. If you guys are just joining us, we go live all the time. We're going to try and go live every day. So please be sure to like the stream. Let's see if we can get this up to 50 likes. And we got a couple more stories, a couple more interesting things to touch on before we finish off today's episode, before we get into a couple of questions. Remember, I hate this being like a lecture. You guys are my friends. Just ask me any questions in the chat. I am looking at this the entire time. I'm looking at the chat the entire time. But anyways, let's talk about Coinbase. I don't know if you have seen, but Coinbase has been getting a lot more attention on Wall Street recently, the stock. Not just, they are adding more cryptocurrencies to their platform, letting more people trade. That's great. But the thing to keep in mind is that right now, a lot of people on Wall Street are actually talking about what's going on with Coinbase stock. Is it going to be a good buy long term, or should you stay away from it? The other day, we talked about how Coinbase got its first ever sell rating. An analyst came out and said that Coinbase is going to experience a lot of competition. Coinbase is going to struggle when more and more companies get into the crypto world. When you see Charles Schwab get into crypto, when you see Fidelity and all these other exchanges start allowing for crypto trading, they said that's when we're going to see problems with Coinbase, because Coinbase right now, they have higher fees than any other crypto exchange. And that's a problem. That's a problem, because long term, what we've seen with the stock market and what we'll see with crypto is that one of the main ways that these exchanges compete at first, like for example, Robinhood and let's say Charles Schwab, the way that they can compete at first was Robinhood had zero commission trading. You didn't have to pay anything. And at first, Charles Schwab, other platforms, you did. And over time, we're seeing more and more stock platforms, take out the fees for trading. That's just what happens. And people are saying we're going to see the same thing happen with crypto. It's going to happen. But that being said, right now, Coinbase, according to a top firm, they're saying that Coinbase is actually a very strong buy for them. Most people on Wall Street think that Coinbase is a buy. I think it's great because in my mind, the way I see Coinbase is this. Coinbase right now is the same as the NASDAQ, the same as the New York Stock Exchange. It's the platform where all of these cryptos are listed. It's the same exact thing. So if you think of the NASDAQ or the New York Stock Exchange, Coinbase is the same thing, but for crypto. So right now, Coinbase is the largest by far. It's the largest by far crypto exchange. It's the one that most people talk about. And in my mind, even though most of their revenue, about 81% of their revenue comes from retail trading and 5% comes from institutional trading, so only about 10% of the revenue comes from outside of these fees. The thing to keep in mind is that eventually they'll have diversify their business, similar to like how Robinhood still makes money even though they offer zero fee trading. So over time, they're going to generate revenue other ways. And I think that we're going to see that happen. But the thing to keep in mind with Coinbase, the thing that I really like about them is that you're just betting on the future of crypto and blockchain, because it doesn't matter if Bitcoin succeeds. It doesn't matter if Ethereum succeeds. It doesn't matter if Dogecoin succeeds. It doesn't matter which one. The bottom line is that if you think crypto is going to do well long term, well then Coinbase is a stock that should definitely be on your watch list. Should definitely be something you look at, because Coinbase is just representing the entire crypto market. That's the way I see it, at least. I don't know what you guys think. But yeah, with Coinbase right now, the thing that a lot of analysts are talking about with them, the analysts that are bullish on it, is that they're saying that they're confident Coinbase's business will expand beyond retail trading and into emerging opportunities for the blockchain. They're saying that these could eventually include supporting new protocols behind Bitcoin and Ethereum, decentralized finance, and cloud solutions. They're saying that the crypto exchange will essentially be like a super ramp into the crypto and digital world. And we're already seeing this happen. The exciting thing with Coinbase is that we're seeing this happen. Coinbase listed Shiba Inu, Polkadot, they're listed Keep. They listed all these new coins, and every time they list a new coin, we see how much influence they have in the crypto world. Being listed on Coinbase is a stamp of approval saying, look, we are a viable check. We've been checked out, and we are a secure crypto project. We are something that people want to invest in, and it's like a stamp of approval in my mind. Whenever Coinbase lists a new coin, it's a stamp of approval. And having that sort of power, having that sort of influence shows in my mind that they're going to be a clear winner long term. No matter what other exchanges come up, it's very different. Like for Robinhood, for example, no one cares when a new stock is added to Robinhood. They don't have all stocks added, but they add stocks pretty frequently, and it's not talked about. People don't care as much. On Coinbase, that is the only platform, one of the only platforms that I know of where every time a new coin is listed, people are excited. People are excited that a new coin is listed, that they can invest in something new, and they know that Coinbase has looked into this. So it's not a scam. They're not going to get scammed out of all their money. They know that Coinbase has at least looked into it. They're not going to approve anything. So it's a selective process, but in my mind, they have a lot of power, a lot of influence, and people trust Coinbase for a lot of different reasons. Yes, they have high fees. Yes, those are going to have to go down eventually, but right now they're in a great position. People love the stock. I think it has a lot of potential long term. And in my mind, if you're betting on crypto long term, you might as well take a look at Coinbase, look into the stock, because they're essentially synonymous. Crypto, Coinbase, they mean the same thing. If you're betting on the crypto market, you might as well look at Coinbase. And last up is, I just want to quickly talk about what is going on in the market one last time, touch on a couple of different things. So if you guys haven't seen already, the market is down. It's up a little bit since we started earlier, down about 6%. The thing that I want to talk about in particular is, I don't know if you guys have seen, but one coin that we talk about quite a bit on this channel is Polygon. And right now, Polygon is ranked number, I believe, 16. Yeah, Polygon's ranked number 16 in terms of all cryptos on in the crypto world. Ranked number 16, has about a $9.2 billion market cap. Recently, Polygon has been having a lot of attention. First of all, because Mark Cuban recently invested in Polygon. It's listed on the Mark Cuban company's website. So it's not like, oh, I just put some money into Ethereum, I just put some money into Dogecoin, I put some money into Bitcoin. No, this is much bigger than this. This is saying that Mark Cuban, it's like investing in any of his Shark Tank companies. He's saying, I believe in what is going on with crypto. I believe what's going on with Polygon. Safe. Nah, I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to quit. You could just leave. You can leave if you don't want to be here. We can just... but your comments do definitely help. I see you guys in the chat. But right now with Polygon, what we're seeing is that Polygon has had some major moves ever since Mark Cuban announced that he would be officially investing in it. So ever since he said he would be investing in Polygon, what happened is we have seen the price rise dramatically. It has gone all the way from about 70 cents per coin all the way up to where it is now at $1.46. You can see in the last month or so, last 3 months, we have seen Polygon's price go all the way up from about 32 cents per coin back in April, all the way up to where it is now of about $1.43. And the way that I talk about Polygon, the way I think about Polygon is that Polygon is essentially like a brother or a sister to Ethereum. Polygon is the side roads. If you think of Ethereum right now, the issue with Ethereum is that it has high gas fees. The network becomes a little slower, a little more congested as there's a lot of transactions taking place. We've seen that. We've seen gas fees go through the roof. And the way that Polygon steps in, the way that Polygon is really just benefiting the entire crypto world, is that Polygon acts as the side roads for Ethereum. So, for example, if developers don't want to use Ethereum because of the high fees, they can build it using Polygon and they'll still have all the same benefits of being on Ethereum because Polygon is essentially just a way to have all the same benefits of Ethereum without actually having to be on the Ethereum network. So that's what's really going on right now with the crypto world. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I could see that a couple of you didn't enjoy, but if you don't enjoy, just leave. And if you did enjoy, please be sure to like the stream. It does help me out a lot. This is the new channel, that I have. I did create this channel because YouTube deleted my other account with over 250,000 subscribers because I did a video on Dogecoin and Elon Musk. We did get those channels back, but I'm not giving up on this channel. This channel is my baby. I want to keep pushing on this channel, doing daily live streams. So we'll see what happens here. But I really appreciate all you guys coming. And if you did enjoy, be sure to like the video. Hope you have a great rest of the day, rest of the evening, whatever it is where you are.